Intellectual property. Intellectual property refers to creation of the mind, such as inventions, literary, artistic works, designs, symbols, names, and images used in commerce. Intellectual property is protected in law by copyright, patent, and trademark. Let's define the term copyright. Copyright or author's right is a legal term used to describe the rights that creators have over the literary and artistic works. Works are covered by copyright range from music, paintings, books, sculpture, and films. There are two types of rights under copyright. First, the economic rights, which allow the rights owner to derive financial reward from the use of their works by others. Second, moral rights, which protect the non-economic interests of the author. Patent. A patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention, which is a product or a process that provides a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem.
A trademark is a sign of capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one enterprise from those of other enterprises. A word or a combination of word, letter, and numerals drawing is an example of trademark. At the national or regional level, trademark protection can be obtained through registration by filing an application for registration with the National or Regional Trademark Office. At the international level, you have two options. Either you can file a trademark application with the trademark office of each country, or you can use World Intellectual Property Organization. Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines or the Republic Act number 8293, authored by Senator Raul S. Rocco, was signed into a law on January 6, 1997 and took effect on January 1, 1998. It was shall protect and secure the exclusive rights of scientists, inventors, artists, and other gifted citizens to their intellectual property and creation, particularly when beneficial to the people for such period as provided into the Act.
Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines is a government agency's mandate to administer and implement policies on intellectual property to strengthen the protection of intellectual property rights in the country. Coined as a dream mandate, Intellectual Property Office as the Philippines perform the following function to protect the secure the exclusive rights of scientists, inventors, artists, and other gifted citizens to the intellectual properties and creation. First is develop-oriented. The office shall promote the use of patient information as a tool of technology development. Second is a regulatory. The office shall examine application and grant patent or register utility models, industrial design, trademarks, geography indication, and integrated circuit. It shall help protect copyright by assisting in the facilitation of the positive works with the National Library and Registered Technology Transfer Arrangement. Letter E stands for enforcement. It shall undertake enforcement functions supported by concerned agency such as the PNP, NBI, Customs, OMB, LGU, etc. It shall conduct visit during reasonable hours to establishment, and business engagement in activity, violating intellectual property rights and prevention of the Intellectual Property Code based on report information or complaint received by the office.
The fourth is adjudicatory. It shall hear and decide cases relating to violation of intellectual property rights, cancellation and opposition to registration, compulsory licensing, and subtle dispute involving technology transfer payments. The fifth mandate is policy making. It shall coordinate with relevant government agency and the private sector efforts to formulate and implement plans and policies to strengthen the protection of intellectual property rights in the country. The intellectual property of the Philippines stands at the forefront of Filipino innovation while maintaining its delicate act of balancing the interests of the creator of the intellectual property and of the public. Through proper and efficient creation, protection, utilization, and enforcement of intellectual property, and office prides itself as a key dynamic partner in the promotion of intellectual property as a strategy, tool, and influence economic growth in a creative and innovation Philippines.
Now let's talk about the logo of the office. The silver box represents the individual and combined human intellect, which is the source of all the creative and innovative ideas. The arrow points upward and forward, signifying the collective progress of humankind. The two boxes in orange, the color of creativity, represents the Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines and its delicate role in balancing the interests of the intellectual property owner and that of the public. Viewers sees a tilted box standing off one of its corners. The instability brought about by the tilt depicts disruption, which creates new avenues for exploration and experimentation, invites enterprises to remain resilient amidst the blur of technological advancements, and challenges many an idea to become relevant or face obsolescence.